Hi, this is Iree Loves Life, Financial Fridays edition. And today we're going to talk about credit. I want to help you fix your credit. You can start this instant and you will have at least 100 points increase in your credit with the information that you're going to learn today. So a little bit of background about my credit journey is I started off as a registered nurse and I did not know the next thing about credit. So when I went to go and purchase my first car, I had to take out a loan, and with that loan I had to put down $5,000 because my credit was in the 500s. It was really low at the time, and I did not have the knowledge on credit that I acquired recently. So I put down the $5,000 and my payments that I had to pay were still very high. My APR was around like 28%, and APR is annual percentage rate. That basically means that's the amount of interest that I have to pay on that loan, and that's very high, and I had to do all of that because I had bad credit. So a lot of people who think that getting credit cards and stuff like that is a negative, I'm here to tell you that that is false. That is a lie. You do want to get credit cards. You do want to establish credit because that will help you to not only get free groceries. I right now fly for free with free flight miles. You get points on Amazon, so anything on Amazon you can buy with certain credit cards. So stick it out with the credit. Learn as much as you can, and definitely finish this video to the end. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to Iree Loves Life. If you want to stay up to date on all of my videos and content, subscribe, hit the bell button so you'll know exactly when I post a video. And let's just get right into it. Welcome to my woman cave. Today I have listed out 5 steps that will get you to your desired credit score. So definitely take notes, because this is some hot, spicy sriracha sauce that not even your favorite credit fixer-up person that charges you an arm and a leg knows. And I unfortunately can't give you everything in this short video. However, I will leave my schedule down below in the description, a free 15-minute consultation, and I can even remove your collections off of one of my favorite credit bureaus for you free of charge, just to show you that, you know, I know my stuff. And big shout out to the Well Builders organization. I acquired this knowledge from that organization, and if you want to know more information about that, bring that up in a consultation, and we're gonna get you on the road to an 800 credit score right away. So step 1, you want to prepare your credit report. And when I say prepare your credit report, you want to review that information that's on your credit report. There's a website called Identity IQ, and that gives you a really good, accurate description of what's on your credit report. You want to make sure that you don't have a bunch of different names and just stuff like that, because when you start the dispute process, you want to make sure that the information that you do have on your personal information is accurate. And to do that, you're going to have Identity IQ account. Now, I can't get more into detail about the personal information. However, like I said, that's why I'm doing you a solid and leaving my schedule down below. Schedule a one-on-one consultation with me, and we can talk a little bit about that in more details. But you do want to look at your credit report. Credit Karma is not the best solution for looking up your personal information. They only give you a part of the picture, and we'll get into that when we're going to step 2 with structuring your credit report. Now, when you're structuring your credit report, you want to look at your credit utilization. You want to look at your payment history. If you have hard inquiries, all of this stuff really matters when you're talking about the structure of your credit report. You want to look at your data points, because a lot of people think that because they have a 750 credit score, they are considered great credit, or good credit, if you will. No, you have to have the data points. You have to have a 99% or higher payment history. Are you paying your credit cards on time? When you go on Credit Karma, if your credit data points doesn't look like this, then you want to fix that. And again, I can show you more in detail on how to fix that, but the biggest thing is you want to make sure that you have all of the data points, because when you do, your credit score will skyrocket out of this world. The third step you want to do is you want to start disputing unwanted items. And before you do that, okay, let me put my ruler down for this one, because this is something people don't know. So I know a lot of people, they know about Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. Those are the top 3 credit bureaus. But do you know about the other secondary credit bureaus? There's Innovis, CoreLogic, LexisNexis, SageStream, and there's another one called ARS. Those are secondary credit bureaus, and those are pretty much the snitches, if you will. And everybody know, you know, there's this saying that snitches get stitches or whatever. But anyways, you want to shut those guys up, because first off, let me give you an example. Say I owe Chanel. I don't know, I have the box here, so I'm going to use this as an example. All right, so say I owe Chanel, right? I went to Chanel and I got some stuff off credit or etc. or whatever. And I'm just hypothetically speaking, because I don't think that they do credit or whatever, but I owe them money. And TransUnion say, okay, well, yeah, it's on there. It's a collections, you know, and Experience it. Well, I don't know. I can't find it. And then you got the snitches. You got CoreLogic, Innovis, LexisNexis, and the rest of them saying, oh, yeah, they do. They're secondary. Even though they're not the top 3 contenders of the credit bureaus, they still snitch on you. So the biggest thing that you want to do is freeze them, shut them up, you know, freeze them. You want to close that out. And that way you can easily start removing and disputing items off of your credit report. So you can, I know a lot of people say that you can dispute some of these items and remove them, but you absolutely can remove late payments. There's a way to remove late payments and collections, hard inquiries, repos, bankruptcies, student loans. The thing about student loans is a lot of people want to remove their student loans from their credit report. However, if you have a solid payment history with your student loans, basically if you're paying your student loans on time, then don't remove it. Don't remove payments that you have a good standing payment history with them. Keep that on there and just maybe call the student loan people and say, hey, I was paying you $100 a month. Times are hard. Can I pay you $25 a month until, you know, I get my financial situation straight? They will let you do that, because their biggest thing is they want to make sure that you're paying on a timely basis every single month. Now that actually helps your credit, the fact that you're paying them every month, because it shows that on your payment history, it shows okay, you know, like you made the payment. If you remove that, then you take your credit age off of the table, and having 9 years or more in credit age is very important. So if you do have late payments with your student loans, it probably will behoove you to remove the late payments instead of removing the student loans. Now, I don't know who I need to tell this to, but removing your student loans from your credit report does not mean that you shouldn't have to pay your student loans off. The government is going to make you pay it, okay? So you have to pay it. You just don't have to have it on your credit report. And if you don't pay it, then, you know, there is a chance that it may come back on. So the biggest thing with student loans is you can use those to help your credit by removing the late payments off of your credit report and just, you know, getting on a payment plan with them, something very cheap, $25. I feel like, you know, especially if you graduated college. I mean, you went to college to get a good job anyway, right? So you should be able to afford the $25. If you can't, become a well builder, because you need help. You really need help. Fourth step is rebuild good credit. So there's a lot of other sources that will help and allow you to rebuild good credit. There's a website called self.inc, and what that is a savings account. It takes money that you're basically putting towards a savings account, and it adds that to your credit report, and then that will allow you to build good credit. I've seen people without doing any of these steps here, all they did was self-inc, and they ended up with 80 point increase in their credit score just from self.inc alone. So that's one of the things that you can utilize to bulk up your credit. Do not get a secured credit card, because that does not help your credit. All of the credit cards that you should be applying for is unsecured. Bulk up your credit first before you go and applying for credit cards, because you want to get an unsecured credit card. You shouldn't be putting down payments down for a credit card. You know, if that's the case, you want to go back to your data points, refer to the previous picture that I showed up before, and look at a really good structured credit report, because you want to get your credit to look like that. And that way credit card companies will trust you more and will give you a credit card. They'll probably start you off with a really low limit and charge you a lot more in interest. However, it'll be an unsecured credit card and you don't have to put a down payment down, and that is actually how you start building really good credit. The last but not least step is to use those links down below. Now, like I said in the past, I'm gonna list down the link for Identity IQ, Self.Inc. to help build your credit. Identity IQ is to help see your credit and get a big picture of what you're working with. Another thing that I'm gonna do just before 2021, I'm gonna list the TransUnion membership link down below, because if you are a TransUnion member, I can help you to get started on removing collections right away. So if you have any questions, if you are serious about fixing your credit, I would say schedule a free consultation. This is just me giving back to the general public. I will be happy to help you fix your credit, because I was once there where I did not know anything about credit, and now I'm helping people to go from zero to hero, okay, with the credit sauce. Okay, so definitely reach out to me. Don't be a stranger. Like I said, like, comment, and subscribe, and stay in touch. Stay in tune with our next video.